We live in an age of unprecedented transparency. From our pockets, we wield the power to peer into almost any corner of the globe, courtesy of satellite imagery and digital mapping. We operate under the comforting illusion that every square inch of Earth has been charted, explored, and brought under the watchful eye of civilization. But this is a carefully maintained facade. Beyond the reach of public satellites and the curiosity of modern explorers, there exist intentional shadows, places that have been systematically erased from the collective consciousness. These are zones where international law is secondary to local survival, where military secrets outweigh public right to know, and where the very future of our species is locked behind frozen steel. These are the most forbidden locations on Earth, where your presence is not merely unwanted, it is a violation punishable by law, or, in some cases, by death. In the vast turquoise expanse of the Bay of Bengal, part of the remote Andaman and Nicobar archipelago, lies a small emerald green island that, from a distance, appears to be an untouched tropical paradise. But North Sentinel Island is perhaps the most hostile territory on the planet for any outsider. It is the site of the most extreme, self-imposed isolation in human history. For over 60,000 years, since before the dawn of most known civilizations, the Sentinelese people have inhabited this dense jungle. They are one of the world's last remaining uncontacted tribes, a living window into a pre-Neolithic past. They have survived the rise and fall of the Roman Empire, the Industrial Revolution, and the birth of the Internet, all without ever knowing such things existed. To the Sentinelese, the outside world is not a neighbor. It is a source of existential threat. The history of attempted contact is a grim chronicle of misunderstanding and tragedy. In the late 19th century, British naval officer Maurice Vidal Portman led an expedition that kidnapped several islanders, including an elderly couple and children, for scientific study. The elderly couple died almost immediately from common diseases to which they had no immunity, and the traumatized children were returned with gifts, an act that likely cemented the tribe's eternal distrust of outsiders. In more recent decades, the hostility has only intensified. During the 1970s, a National Geographic film crew was met with a hail of arrows, and the director was wounded. Following the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, when a Coast Guard helicopter flew over to check for survivors, a lone tribesman was photographed on the beach, defiantly aiming his bow at the aircraft. The danger is not theoretical. In 2006, 2 local fishermen who had drifted too close to the island while sleeping were killed, and their boat was destroyed. In 2018, the world was shocked by the death of John Allen Chow, an American missionary who illegally paid local fishermen to transport him to the island in a misguided attempt to convert the tribe. He was killed within minutes of setting foot on the sand. Today, the Indian government enforces a strict 5-mile exclusion zone around the island, patrolled constantly by the Coast Guard. This is not just to protect outsiders from the tribe, but to protect the tribe from us. Even a common cold could potentially wipe out their entire population. North Sentinel Island remains a true blank spot on the map, a place where the 21st century stops at the coral reef and time is measured in the slow, ancient rhythms of the jungle. Thousands of miles to the west, in the desolate, heat-shimmering landscape of the Nevada desert, lies a facility that has become the global epicenter of conspiracy, military mystery, and urban legend. Officially designated as the Homey Airport or Groom Lake, the world knows it by a name that was once a classified secret: Area 51. For over half a century, the United States government maintained a policy of plausible deniability, refusing to even acknowledge that this massive complex existed. It was a ghost on the map, a shadow in the desert that officially did not exist, until a 2013 Freedom of Information Act request forced the CIA to finally release documents confirming its location. But the official acknowledgement only served to deepen the mystery. Area 51 is the most restricted and heavily monitored airspace on the planet. The perimeter is not just a fence. It is a sophisticated web of surveillance. Private security contractors, known colloquially as camo dudes, patrol the surrounding hills in unmarked white trucks, equipped with high-powered optics and sensors capable of detecting a human heartbeat or the scent of sweat from miles away. Warning signs at the border are blunt. Use of deadly force is authorized. The secrecy is rooted in the facility's role as the premier testing ground for the world's most advanced and experimental military technology. Since the early days of the Cold War, Area 51 has been the birthplace of legendary aircraft that redefined aerial warfare. From the high-altitude U-2 spy plane and the supersonic SR-71 Blackbird to the radar-evading F-117 Nighthawk. However, the official narrative of experimental aircraft has never been enough to satisfy the public's imagination. Since the late 1980s, when whistleblowers like Robert Lazar claimed to have worked on reverse-engineered extraterrestrial craft at a nearby site called S4, Area 51 has been synonymous with UFOs and alien technology. Proponents believe the facility hides everything from captured spacecraft to secret underground cities and advanced energy weapons. Whether the truth involves visitors from another star system or merely the cutting edge of human engineering, Area 51 remains the ultimate fortress of secrecy. It is a place where the next century's technology is being forged in total darkness, shielded from the eyes of the world by miles of desert and the most formidable security apparatus ever devised. In the extreme north, on a remote, windswept island in the Arctic Circle, a massive, futuristic concrete structure juts out from the side of a sandstone mountain like a portal to another world. This is the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, humanity's ultimate insurance policy against its own destruction. Often referred to as the Doomsday Vault, this facility was not built for military conquest, but for the very survival of our species. It is designed to preserve the genetic diversity of the world's food crops for 1,000 years, ensuring that no matter what happens to the planet, we will always have the means to restart our agricultural foundations. The choice of Svalbard was a matter of cold, calculated logic. Located halfway between mainland Norway and the North Pole, the island offers extreme isolation, tectonic stability, and, most importantly, the natural freezing power of the permafrost. Even in the event of a total global power failure, the seeds inside will remain frozen for decades. The vault itself is a masterpiece of engineering, buried 120 meters deep into the mountain. It is protected by massive steel blast doors, multiple security airlocks, and motion-detecting systems. Entry is strictly forbidden to the general public. Only a handful of authorized personnel are permitted to enter the frozen chambers where nearly 1 million samples of seeds, from every nation on Earth, are stored in specialized black containers. The vault is a silent, frozen sentinel, a testament to humanity's foresight in an uncertain age. It was built to withstand nuclear war, catastrophic climate change, and global pandemics. Its importance was proven in 2015, during the height of the Syrian civil war, when researchers from the International Center for Agricultural Research in the Dry Areas, ICARDA, made the first-ever withdrawal from the vault. They needed to replace seed varieties that had been destroyed in their home facility in Aleppo. The vault worked exactly as intended, proving that it is not just a symbolic monument, but a living, working necessity for the modern world. It is a place of profound, icy silence, guarding the very building blocks of our existence against a future we hope never to see. Conclusion: the necessity of shadows. North Sentinel Island, Area 51, and the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. 3 forbidden zones, each erased from the public map for vastly different reasons. One is protected by the fierce independence of an ancient tribe, one by the overwhelming power of a global military, and one by the unforgiving cold of the Arctic. They serve as powerful reminders that despite our technological hubris, the world still holds mysteries that we are not meant to solve and places we are not meant to go. These shadows on the map are not just about exclusion, they are about preservation. They protect the purity of an uncontacted culture, the security of a nation, and the survival of our biological heritage. In a world that is increasingly transparent, perhaps these locked doors are necessary. They preserve the one thing that a fully mapped world lacks: mystery. Thank you for watching Meridian Docs TV. Join us next time as we continue to explore the hidden corners and untold stories of our planet. Until then, keep questioning the world you think you know.